Hi and welcome everybody. So this is a video that I've recorded live. So hello, and this is Ruth from artfulstampin.co.uk, and I decided to film this ahead of time because I wasn't sure if I could go live when I've put this on YouTube, and so I thought I'd film this ahead of time in case I didn't have time. So here I've got the gorgeous Delicate Dahlia stamp set. It's a freebie during celebration, September 2021. Goodness me, where's time going? And I wanted to do a stamp one sheet wonder to encourage those of you who've never done one before, and do a very, very simple basic design that everybody can follow along. So if you want to, watch it and then go and grab some supplies and then stamp along with me, then I do encourage you to do that. So grab a stamp that is fairly large though. This is a flower stamp that measures, I'm just going to grab my ruler very quickly. It's about 6 centimeters or 2.5 inches in diameter, so it's quite a big one. So we do have a few of those in the Stampin' Up catalogue. Of course, if you don't have Stampin' Up products, that's fine, use whatever you have. If you would like some Stampin' Up products, please get in contact and I'd be happy to send you a catalogue. Okay, so now normally I would never do this kind of design on a card, but I'm not doing it on a card. This is an A4 piece of cardstock, or if you're in the States, use your standard cardstock letter size. And I am stamping, as you can see, 5 flowers on here. 1 in each corner and 1 in the middle. Okay? Easy peasy. Really easy to do. Alright? It doesn't matter even if it's not exactly in the middle either. Okay? So there we go. That was stamped in Melon Mambo. So I'm going to go for one of my favourite colour combinations, which is pink and green. And that is also somewhere where I would say you need to start. If you've got a favourite colour combo, go with that to start off with. Then I'm going to grab myself a leaf. So you can choose any leaf stamps that you have. Something fairly large-ish. This fits onto block C, and you can see it takes up quite a bit of space. And what we're going to do is just stamp some leaves into here. Now, as usual, I'm going to try and miss out a bit of that stem. I'm missing out about 1 centimetre of that stem at the end because I don't feel like I need it. And start adding leaves anywhere, as long as it's to a flower. Okay, so I'm going to tuck this stem in here, and then I'm going to pivot that leaf and have it coming from just a bit further down there. And you know what, I'm going to see if this will stamp again, and I'm going to make it look like it's coming from the back of a leaf there. So anywhere you want. Okay, doesn't really matter. And then pick a point on one of the others and stamp some leaves coming from there. And this time I'm only going to stamp twice. I'm not going to do 3 like I did on the other one. And I'm going to just do that there. And do one there, and then do one in this corner as well. So this is really kind of a basic kind of pattern that we're doing here, and then I'm going to add one to the other side of here. There we go. Okay, all done. So now I'm going to just grab my cloth, give that a wee little clean, because I want to stamp some more leaves now. And I'm using this lovely stamp set Christmas season, and my friend Wendy is on holiday and has lent me some stamps, so I'm going to be coming in with Season's Blessings as well. I'm going to be stamping something from there. Actually, do I do it with that now? Let's have a look. Ooh, look at this great big one. Ooh, that's fun, isn't it? It's quite big though. Oh, I may as well see what it's like. Ooh, that needs a clean. So anyway, I hope you guys are doing well. I'll probably premiere this video so that you guys can have a wee chat to each other. So hello. I'm not going to name names because if I start naming names, I know I'm going to forget somebody. So I'm going to say hello, everybody. Do make sure you say hello to each other. And I hope you're all well, or if you're not well, that you're getting some rest and you're going to be enjoying this video. So here we go. I'm filling in the other side of this dahlia just to get a bit more greenery in there. And then I'm also going to try and get some leaves just to the other side of my flower here. And I'm not so worried about it going out over there because I want a little bit of breathing space. So the whole point of this design is that it's going to be cut up. So it doesn't matter if you make the odd boo-boo, because I don't think anyone is going to notice. And the whole point of doing this kind of thing is just to have fun and enjoy the process of mixing patterns together and creating your own designer series paper that is unique to you. I'm running out of space here, so I think I might just pop that there. I might even come around the side and just stick that one in there like that. Okay. Now I'm looking at this thinking I really could do with more colour in here. So I am going to be adding some more flowers. And we do have the gorgeous little flower here in the delicate dahlias. And what could go with Melon Mambo, I wonder? I wonder whether to go for a bit of, go for a bit of polished pink. See what that looks like. So whenever I stamp a smaller flower to the larger one, I like to cluster them together. So I'm going to just do 1 and 2. Now I've realised this ink is very, very juicy. So I'm just going to scrape away a little bit of ink just off the side. Not off, but to the side rather. So that it's not so juicy on this stamp. Because this is what's called a distinctive stamp. And can you see the difference there? I hope you can. Look at that. So that one had too much ink on the ink pad, and this one had the ink just scraped away, and you can see that the design is showing up much better by having less ink. So if you find that for any reason your design is really not showing up very well, then just try that little trick to scrape the ink aside, and it probably will work. Okay, so I'm just popping in some pinks, and I'm kind of going for where there's a bit of space, where I think, oh yes, it could do with some pink there. There's no kind of right or wrong to this. And I'm just adding, and because I've got this natural sort of stalk sort of finishing there, it's quite nice to add the flowers to there if you can, but if you can't, it doesn't really matter. So I'll pop that there, and there's a gap there, little gap over here, and oh, that's a little stalk ending there. Might pop one in there. And yes, it doesn't matter if they go into each other a little bit. It's all part of the fun. Okay, so as you can see, I'm doing first generation and then second generation stamping off like that. So that's a bit more pink down on there now. Now we do have these gorgeous leaves that actually come in that dahlia set, and it's this one here. And I'm thinking I'm going to use a slightly different green now. So I'm going to bring in, sorry about my chair squeaking, moving around, Just Jade, which does have some bluey overtones, but it's really, really sweet. So I'm just going to ink this up, and I think I'm going to just test it out to see that my ink pad is not too juicy, like I had that problem with the pink one there. So I'm going to just add these gorgeous leaves. Now I am going to be stamping over some of the leaves I've already done, and that's okay, because we want this to look really luscious and kind of full looking. So pop that one in there, and there, and so the reason I've had to film this ahead of time is because I know I've got a busy day on Wednesday. I'm going to visit a friend, and then I'm preparing the house for some visitors as well, so I thought my Wednesday is probably going to escape me somewhat, so but I still wanted to do a video for you guys. And it's the summer holidays here in the UK, so you know, things are not all quite to schedule, and doing different things and making alternative arrangements and so on. So right, I do love this bluey green as it contrasts with that limey appley green. That's nice, I like that. Okay, now I really want to add some smaller flowers here and there. So I am going to now, oh, that's meant to go in the other one. I want to use, this one looks like quite a fun flower, and then there's this one here too. So let's get a new block for that one, and a little square block for this. Now I feel that I need to have something quite stronger colour now, and I'm wondering whether to go for cherry cobbler here, because I want this to show up. So whenever you do a stamped one sheet wonder, think about different sizes of flowers and different textures. So although this one is a kind of similar size to that one, I am stamping it in a different colour, so I'm hoping that this is going to show up well. And let's see. Oh yes, oh, I like that. Oh, that's really quite bold. Let's see if that looks good stamped off. Not so strong perhaps, but there we go. Oh, maybe one there, and then we'll start having them come away from my design a little bit. One there, one there, one there, and one up there. Let's stamp another one there. I do like this design, it's very, very pretty. And it shows up well against the other dahlia, or the other big flower rather. Try one there. Oh, I forgot, I've got the other size here too. Right, let me clean that off. So this tiny one might look nice, just sort of clustered in amongst the other ones. And there. One there. Okay, kind of running out of space now. That's okay. Looks very full and lush, doesn't it? Now I did notice there are these tiny little, oh look at that, little tiny spots, which might be quite nice to stamp in the centres of these, because otherwise it looks like the centres of these flowers are kind of got a bullet through them. A bit like, you know, that film Death Becomes Her, when one woman shoots the other woman and she has a hole. I know that sounds a little bit macabre, but that's what it reminds me of. You need to fill the holes. And I'm using the same big one for all of them. I can't be bothered to go and get the other size out. Oh, it doesn't really matter if you miss as well, you just stamp again. Just takes a few minutes to find them all. Now the thing is, I'm not doing this live, so I haven't got you guys in my ear going, one down there, one up there. So if it's the first time you visited my channel, please remember to subscribe if you like what you see, and give me a thumbs up on the video as well. And also, you know, do invite some friends to come visit, because if you enjoy it, you can watch live. I often go live, usually live one during the weekday. It's just in the holidays because I'm busy. Sometimes I just do recordings. But do come back again and check out what I'm doing. Now, I know some of you will be screaming at me going, dottage, we need some dottage. So it just so happens to be in this stamp set here a little bit of dottage. So I'm wondering what colour to do. I'm thinking I might go with the Just Jade. I'm just going to sprinkle that on and do some, and sort of turning the stamp every time I go down like that, just to make it look a little bit more irregular and random, because this is quite a small dottage stamp really, and you need to stamp it a few times to get a good sprinkling all over the place. Ah, so pretty. Okay, so now I really want to check out what this is going to look like if I cut it up. So I'm going to grab one of my homemade templates. Now you can make one of these very easily by just grabbing something transparent, either transparent vellum or plastic or whatever you've got really, and drawing Sharpie lines over it just to give it an audition to see how it would look if it was cut up. So here we go. Voila! We have this lovely design that could be made very easily into a card design, with, you know, the two in the corner and then the kind of foliage kind of going towards the middle with little dots and things. So I'm really pleased how that turned out, and I hope this encourages you to have a go. If you've never had a go with this design style or stamping style, please do have a go and just see what's in your collection, and, you know, try it out for yourself, because it's so much fun. It really is loads of fun. You know what, I was going to say, I believe in this design so much that I'm actually going to make the cards up here and now just to show you how much they work. So what I do, so I'm going to make a card up. I cut it just under halfway. So if I was to cut this in half, because this is a UK size, it's 21 centimeters wide, so I'm cutting it at half that minus 5 millimeters. So I'm just kind of getting rid of that middle row, which I'm going to keep because it's so pretty and I could use that for something else another day. So I'm just going to then cut this where I would normally cut a design to go on a typical sized card base. So our card bases, I make them out of A4 cardstock cut in half. And look, there we go, we've got this tiny border all the way around, which really helps to show off that design there. And then I'm just going to cut this one as well. So I'm cutting this at 14.35. For you guys in the States, you know, you're looking at sort of just under 5.5 inches by 4.25. So that would work for you. And what I love doing is seeing how all the different colours that I've used in the Stamped One Sheet Wonder, how they work as a base. So that's how it looks with a pink base. And I'm going to see if I've got some cherry cobbler here and see what it looks like on there. And I know each one of you is going to have your own kind of favourite outlines or frames. It's so much fun just to kind of have a play and see what they look like. So that's the one with Granny Apple Green, like so. And these just make such quick kind of cards, notelets. You can add sentiments if you want to. I'm not going to today, but there we go. Such sort of glorious full foliage. It's beautiful, isn't it? Right, so thank you so much for watching, guys, and hopefully I caught this to be able to say hello on the chat, but if I didn't, thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope to see you guys again soon. And let me know what you think of this design, and please have a go and share the results on Artful Stampin Space, which is my Facebook group dedicated to all fans of Artful Stampin and people who have a go and want to share the results. So have a go with this one. I'm going to have to think up a name of this design because it's worked so well. Right, take care for now, guys. Bye.